Okay. So, what we have you by the gadgets. Presented by Toby and Mickey, DEFCON 20. Represented by myself, Andrew Bernard. What are gadgets, you ask? Well, they're applications you can install on your desktop, such as a CPU usage app, which monitors your CPU usage and how much of the CPU you're using, to a weather application, which would display the temperature, the forecast of the day. So, now some history of them. Gadgets, the first concept for them was in the Windows XP of the active desktop. Then I went to Vista, the concept of the sidebar, to Windows 7 gadget that we know today, which are movable and move around the desktop. Now, why are gadgets dangerous? And they are dangerous. Gadgets are very insecure. It only takes a small amount of code injected into them to create a malicious gadget which has malware. In the demonstration or presentation that Mickey and Toby did, they had the 9-cat gadget. They created some code which would open your Gmail and open your contacts and send a new message. And they injected that into the 9-cat gadget. So instead of doing what the gadget was supposed to do when you installed it on your computer, it would open the Gmail and go to your contacts and send itself to every contact. Now, the attack of the gadgets. Gadgets can have many types of malware. One example, according to the website, that malware can do is malware has many vulnerabilities. They can allow remote code execution. They could have malware in them that can access your computer's files, show you objectionable content, they can change your behavior at any time. They can also potentially harm your computer. So, the attack of the gadgets. Minimum use of SSL. Few primary producers, but within the producers and publishers, they shared their code. So one gadget's code is usually similar to another gadget's code. Now, how do I defeat this gadget? Well, you can disable and unpacking and installing of gadgets that aren't signed. Turn off user installed gadgets. You can turn off the feature. And one way to turn off the feature would be to disable the Windows sidebar gadget using the system registry. Click Start, Run, and you type regedit, and you expand the H key local machine. Then you right-click the policy, select New, select Key, type Windows file as a file name, right-click Windows, select New, select Key, type Sidebar as a file name. Then you right-click Sidebar, select New, select DWord at 32-bit value, and type Turn Off Sidebar. You right-click Sidebar, and then set the value data to 1. And you log off your system and close the sidebar.exe process to apply the procedure. So that's the way to defeat them. But say you're a little too late and you've installed a gadget that has malware on them. How do I get rid of the malware? How do I get rid of the malware? Well, you can run a tool called Malwarebytes, which is a free tool. You can Google it. It's usually the first link. and then install it. You can subscribe to it, but the free one works just as well. You can also do the Windows security update, which they did to find out, once they found out about this, which is a software removal tool. But you gotta remember, after you remove the gadget, after you remove the malware, disable the gadget. And what Microsoft should have done to lock it down, they should have done what they did in Windows 8, which was lock the gadget down, have it in like an app container to contain it so it wouldn't have full access. But they didn't. Now, Microsoft's response to the gadget was, download of gadget is no longer available or allowed. Windows 7 shows a message. If you try to download gadgets from the online store, gadgets have been discontinued. Gadgets are no longer available on our website because the Windows Sidebar platform, Windows 7 and Vista have serious vulnerabilities, such as they allow remote code execution, they allow they can open URLs, they can open contents on your computer. Now, how does Windows 8 defeat the gadget? They are sandboxed. They are in a container. They're not allowed. They have restrictive policies that don't allow them to. To have full access to the computer. They function more like web pages than applications. They are available through the App Store, not any third-party sites like Windows 7. Now, let's wrap up. Windows 7 gadgets are dangerous. One, you can inject code in them, which can result in a session hijacking attack, man-in-the-middle attack. They are dangerous because they can access your computer's files, and they can open URLs, send themselves to another, to contain multiple malware, like one to open a URL to send it to everybody in your Gmail, and they can contain malware that can cause a session hijacking. Now, what Microsoft did to fix the problem was the malicious software removal tool in the security update. They didn't allow no more installations of gadgets from their store. Now, how to get rid of the malware? First, you can do malware bytes. Use the malicious software tool. You would really need to, though, I would also, to get rid of the threat of malware on it, like I said, to uninstall or disable the gadgets, which I showed you how to do in my slideshow PowerPoint. There is a hyperlink. Now, changes that happened in Windows 7 and Windows 8 are that the apps are sandboxed, they're contained, they don't have the privileges to full access to the computer, and they're more web page like than their counterparts in Windows 7 when they were application like. So that is it.